All right, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Straight Red. So your boy here, Oguns, your boy Dills, and you got a special, I would say a special guest, but he's actually a new addition to the team, Devontae. He's a Liverpool fan. So we haven't kicked bells out, but just from time to time, we're going to be getting a bit more input from fans from that place that no one really likes and who no one likes any of their fans. So, all right, we're going to jump straight into it. This weekend was obviously an interesting one. We had an awful Manchester derby, in my opinion. Chelsea took an L. Tottenham almost got away with it, but technically Tottenham took an L. And Liverpool, hey, you got 2 L's in your name. Wait, Liverpool. You got 2 L's in your name. You took that L from Fulham as well, bro. Let's be realistic. Nothing personal against Fulham as a football club. I know they're obviously our rivals, but, well... Okay, there's no. Let me find. I was gonna say there's nothing rival about it because they're not on the same level. But you don't even say stuff like that. You drop points later in the season, so let me not even say that.
Liverpool.
Yeah, but no. I was talking about Fulham. 1 second, let me pause. So obviously, yeah. Let me not say too much about Fulham, but let's put it this way: on paper, apart from maybe Man United and Man City, which is probably a tougher one to call, you would have thought the other teams would have picked up 3 points. Maybe not so much Chelsea. Chelsea hasn't got a great record at Everton, but Liverpool, I don't know what you man were on, bruv. And the penalty, and then some of the decisions for the front. Anyway, let's just get into it. So let's get into it. Which one do you want to go with first? So, let's start with Liverpool. What's going on?
Liverpool. I'd say injuries, but to be fair, this is something we would have done after we won the league last season as well. So it's hard to gauge whether the team's peaked. You won the league. Well, normally for most teams, you won the league, right? You're going back for it next season. But this is 30 years. It seems like they've. No, it seems like they're taking it serious, but it's hard to tell whether fatigue's kicked in. Klopp's play style.
Just kill the players' souls of the body.
Yeah, but you say injuries, but what injuries though? Because that team there should still be strong enough to see for out.
No, I understand that. It's just a lack of rhythm, right? Because it's before this week, it was almost like every game was like a new injury. Somebody else comes in to replace this player, and then this player is replacing this player. If we had this team, I'd say for the last 5 games at least, it would have been fine. But Liverpool's a team that relies on rhythm. They're really a system team. You see it when we go on international break and we come back. We play horrid. No matter how bad the opposition is meant to be, when Liverpool come back, they have to get into a groove. So losing players and even sometimes the players come back and they're not fully fit, I guess. Or when Trent played, he he's not the world's best defender, but he was even when Neco Williams came on for him, he was just much better than him. You'd never think this. This was Liverpool's right back that you've been heard about for the last 2-3 years.
I get slated for not putting Trent in the England team, but boy, innit? Do you get me?
No, this might be a thing, but I'd put Reece James over him for England.
You know what? The way he said the same thing, Bell said the same thing.
He fits the way Liverpool play, but to have somebody runs up and down the way, tracks back, and Reece James is, he's probably a lot better than he gets credit for, especially offensively.
Devontae, I'm glad you joined the team, mate.
This is good, honestly.
Yeah.
Very honest man.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you know what? That's a bit of a Liverpool wrap-up. So, what were you not thinking about that Manchester derby?
I was just staring at the screen. I don't even know.
Is it
waiting for something to happen, but just...
when you watch Man United play, against another top team, is it... Unless Man United get popped, isn't the game just a bit dry?
It's they have no game plan.
United style of play, exactly. It's United style of play. They sit and they try to hit you on a counter-attack. That's it. There's nothing to it. There's literally nothing to it. That's what I just think. And with that derby game, it was 2 teams that really couldn't afford to lose. Man City, how many points is he behind Liverpool? Are they behind Liverpool? 6 points?
I don't know, but they got a game in hand.
But you can't really count a game in hand, and you have to look at the table as it is. And it's for Pep, he's probably looking at it we need to gain. You know what I'm trying to say? So for him, I feel like it was just a case of they couldn't afford to lose. And he's been sucker punched by United twice last season.
Yeah,
so I'm sure he was
against him.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking he didn't really want to lose. And then for United, well, you know how Solskjaer sets up when he's playing against a top 6 side. So it was a vintage United performance under Oli. Yeah. But it's going to be like that in all of United's games because they don't have no style. Like they say, they don't have no style of play. Like, so it's going to be like that. When United played us, it was the same dead, dry game. Like the Spurs game, I suppose it was getting a bit fiery. But because that's two teams that like to counter-attack. So that's two teams that do the exact same thing. Sit and wait for, you know what I'm trying to say? So it's like...
That was a big L, bro.
Yeah, man. With the Arsenal game, it was the same thing. United weren't prepared to attack and Arsenal can't score goals for nothing at the moment. So it was like, boy, that penalty came from really nothing. If you take that penalty away, it was a 0-0 game. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So it's going to be like that with United games in the top 6, I reckon.
Yeah, I don't think Oli really has like a game plan. Like, even when Klopp came to Liverpool, like, obviously we're much better now than we were, but you could see how he tried to play. Oli just looks like he just waits for some individual brilliance from somebody.
Come on, what's his name?
Yeah.
Fernandes. Yeah,
Fernandes. So lucky Fernandes turned out to be good. Yeah.
You know what?
Okay. Yeah, so it's like when you look at United, you just wait for somebody to, like when United are doing well, it's normally like correlating to a few of their players just being on great form. Like, because if a lot of people don't know, I think it's like 1 goal in 12 games for Mane. But like most people probably don't know that because the way Liverpool play, like he can still do something in the team, and you know the game plan's still going. So he does all what he normally does. He just hasn't scored. But United, if the players aren't scoring, or somebody doesn't keep a clean sheet, the whole team just looks terrible. Like, and even Bruno, like he's a weird player because he'll have an awful game, and then he'll get like a goal and assist in like the last 20 minutes.
It's annoying. It's annoying.
Favor, like, he'll just play one pass for the whole game.
Some of the penalties he gets aren't penalties, but the penalties that they give to the other team and then take them away is nonsense, bro. And you know, anyway, I'm not going to get into that, bro.
Yeah, we got lucky against Fulham as well, students. Like,
you man got ultra lucky, fam. Man, like, you man got ultra lucky, bro. I was surprised. I thought he bottled it, bro. When he kept replaying the thing, I was like, big man, there's no way Fabinho got that first. He's gone through the man. But I mean,
I assumed he got it because the player didn't react. So I was like,
yeah, no, but I know you.
And then when I watched the replay, I was like, I was like, you know, it's looking a bit dodgy, you know, like. I couldn't even question it. From Souness was like, that's a straight penalty. You can't argue Souness and because he must be telling the truth, bro.
That man said it's a pen. All right. Yeah. So we're gonna move on to the next L of the weekend. Chelsea. What are you saying? Chelsea Everton. We don't do well there anyway. To be fair.
Hey, yeah. To be fair, you know what? When we first lost. Whilst I was watching the game, like I was effing and blinding, like all over the place. I was fuming, like. But to be honest with you, I'm quite emotional in it, so I get like that in Chelsea matches. You get what I'm trying to say? But honestly, to be fair, Goodison Park, we don't usually get a good result there. I think the last time we probably won there was when we had Costa. That time when we beat them like 5-0 or something like that when Costa got the hat trick.
No, we beat them under Conte.
Yeah, that was with Costa.
No. The Costa one. So there was 2. There was that Costa one with the 5-3, the mad one. That was Jose.
Yeah, the 5-3. Yeah.
There was one where Pedro scored a banger, bro, towards the end of the game. Then we beat them 3-0.
I beat them 3-0. That might have been.
That was under Conte.
That was under Conte as well. Yeah. What, the second season then?
Yeah. No. I think one was under Jose. I think the Jose one was the one where we beat them 5-3. Because that was Costa.
Who signed Costa? Jose.
Yeah. It was Costa.
Oh, yeah, he signed Costa and Fabregas, didn't he? Yeah. Both of them Costa was involved in. Then
anyway, don't worry. Anyway.
But anyway, regardless of that, but irrespective of that, like we don't really get a good result at Goodison, so it was always going to be a tricky affair. And to be fair, Everton, they've been in bad form since probably the Merseyside derby, but they've still got enough quality in that team to give anyone a problem on their day.
To be fair, keeper.
I just feel like
I'll keep a bold.
it's for us. It's just the typical. We looked how we was playing last season. It was just
ponderous
possession. You know, passing sideways. Nothing. No penetration.
No pace in the team, like proper pace.
Like, no pace. No wingers. I mean, our wingers are injured. They've all got hamstring issues. That needs to be addressed. Because if our wingers are, bro. But you can say 5 subs, but who do we have to replace? Well, Anjorin.
Bring up 5 subs, bro. You know, listen. Your mindset changes when you got 5 subs, fam. You can do what you like, fam. Then you can be reckless, bro.
But who goes wide though? Where do we get our injector pace?
Realistically, we all know what the elephant in the room is, bruv. And it's been the elephant in the room since the start of the season. And it's going to remain the elephant in the room, bruv. Kai Havertz. We all know the elephant. But I mean, with the elephant in the room since the Brighton game, bruv. I'm not
gonna lie. I've got to give him until next season.
I can give him time. Listen, I can give him time. But at the moment, he's an L, bruv. Like, whether we like it or not, at the moment, he's young, whatever. But at the moment, he's an L, bruv.
Yeah, that's.
I think. Yeah. I heard he was struggling with COVID too. On top of that,
I mean, he's not hit the ground running, but like, there's still time in it. It's early, but he's been away with COVID.
No. He's not done. I said he's done, but he's an L, bruv. At the moment, he's an L. He is, bro. Right. Yeah, we have to say it with our chest, bro. We've got to be upfront.
I don't know, man. It's too early to say, man.
Any other team signed him, yeah? Listen, if he was a winger, we'd be onto him, bro. He's lucky he plays like AMF, bro. Because if he was a winger, by now, man would be onto him, fam.
Okay, but let's just say we finish top 3. Let's say we finish top 3 at the end of the season or top 2, whatever. Let's say we win the league. Would we say it's an L then? But he hasn't really got goals and assists. He's carried on playing how he's been playing.
Stats, bro. You need stats, fam. I don't know. If we finish top 3,
I don't know.
That's definitely an L, bro. That's for me anyway. I don't know. That's my opinion, bro. If we finish top 3 and he hasn't got stats, I don't even mean proper stats, but he needs to have something, bro. Otherwise, it's an L, bro.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. There needs to be more from him, and especially for that price tag as well. Like, I definitely want to see more from him. Do you know what I'm trying to say? But for me, I'm not seeing him. I'm gonna give it a season at least. We still need fans to come back and things like that. So we're still playing under different conditions. It's a new league. It's a new league. He's come from the Bundesliga and he's gone straight into the Premier League. Like, come from new league, right in at the deep end as well. Like, he's been thrown right in at the deep end. You get what I'm trying to say? In the starting 11 of a Chelsea side, like top Europe side, innit? Like, let's have it right, innit? Like, it's big boots to fill. Like, he's trying to fill Lampard's boots, Balak's boots, like Essien's boots, like players like them. Like, me, man. You got to give man time, blood.
All right. That's your opinion. All right. So now let's get on to the biggest L of the weekend.
Yeah.
Arsenal.
A lot behind you.
So obviously we've got them this weekend, right? Is it this weekend?
Yeah. Because we got Wolves then.
I think it's next week.
Arsenal.
I think it's
next week.
Yeah, I think isn't it 26th? Isn't it Boxing Day?
Oh yeah, we've got Boxing Day.
Yeah,
that's right.
We've got them in about a week, so I'm not going to say anything too bad about them not to jinx it. But that football club at the moment, I'm seeing the fans booing. Them man have been back for like 2 days for one game, bro. But them man are booing. Yeah. You can't we've lost to Burnley before, but when we lost to Burnley, they were decent. I won't lie. Yeah. Can't have that. Any sore throat soothers dude coming to your stadium just they're picking up 3 points like that. And the thing is, even with 11 men, actually, to be fair, Arsenal did have a few chances, actually. Arsenal did have a few chances in the game. There was a few points they actually could have scored, actually.
You would expect them to, though, against Burnley.
People made some saves, actually.
Yeah.
But then,
Hope did, to be fair.
Incident
Hope did, to be fair.
So what are you lot thinking? How many games has he got left?
I don't even know.
I'm not sure they can sack him.
That's my problem, especially in the middle of COVID. I don't know which manager's available. Like, who they're going to go get?
Allegri.
Like these names, bro.
Allegri's name gets thrown out all the time. Pochettino.
Anyone who's got job, just throw them in the hat. Pochettino. Oh, that would
I know he's Espanol through and through, but if Barca asks for him, I know he's...
And I definitely go to Barca, fam.
Forget about the Espanol connection.
I think he'd go to Arsenal as well. I won't lie. I think he'd go to Arsenal, bro.
Do you think so?
Yeah, bro. This man's... Listen, Lowen's gone, bro.
And from I saw Mourinho, Tottenham,
Oh, he's gone, bro.
Tottenham and United. I was like, yeah.
Why did he go?
Anyways,
No, he's gone,
I mean,
bro.
yeah,
You
especially
think
when you
so?
get sacked. Like,
Yeah, that's
And he got bills to pay.
That's true. But I mean, I think Arsenal, to be honest with you, I mean, they can't really keep losing. What's going to happen? If they lose 3 more matches, let's just say they lose the next 2 matches and then they go against us and lose against us.
They're likely to lose the next month because it's Southampton. Match because it's Southampton. So that's
Southampton's probably going to turn them over, yeah? Ings will definitely score. I can't see Arsenal scoring. Then who's the game after? Who they got after that?
I'm not sure for that one. But
Well,
I saw it actually because it's tough because it's home away home and it spells haha. Hold on. Let me just check. So here we go. Oh, it's Everton.
They got Everton. That's Everton away, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to lie.
Everton got fans as well.
I can't see Arsenal scoring against Everton, and Everton can nick a goal. Like Calvert-Lewin, I can see him scoring in that game like a header, like a header or something. Like I can see him nicking something, or Richarlison or someone. So for me, it's like okay,
Richarlison getting somebody sent off.
Okay.
Then Chelsea. Then you've got Chelsea. If Arteta loses the next 3 matches, I think he's gone. Honestly. Honestly, you've lost against Spurs, yeah, and then you go and lose against Chelsea, and in the meantime, you've just been losing, bruv. You have to go, and you're 15th, or now you might be 16th or 17th after that, bruv. You have to go in January. You have to go. How can you stay?
Well, under normal circumstances, I'd say you'd have to go. But my issues, and I don't know how Arsenal are going to behave as a football club. But my thing is, this is me. Before I sack a manager, I need to know who's coming in next. You know what I mean? Like,
Ljungberg, innit? Ljungberg can step back up for a bit, innit? Until they find someone.
Man said Ljungberg.
Get a new manager bounce for like 3-4 days.
That's what they done last time, innit?
I told them no, bro. If I was Ljungberg, I'd say no, bro. I'd say no, I'm not doing it again, bro.
It's not even. It'd be fine if he was inconsistent. They're just straight bad. Like it's not even like a win, 2 wins and then a draw. They're just lost after loss. No goals. Like
when did they not score from open? Something like that. 8 hours.
It was like October, I think. I think it was October because they only scored. Oh no, they scored a header. Didn't they? Gabriel scored a header a couple of weeks ago, I think.
Who's that against?
It was after the United game.
They lost that game.
Yeah, they lost. That was the Wolves game, I think it was.
Yeah. That was it. It was Wolves.
Yeah.
I remember. So
and I think before that it was October. So like,
man said goal of the month competition. You're giving it to the centre back for the only goal in that.
It was either that or the penalty against United.
Now that was bad. That Man United game was about 10 years ago, bro. Because I think that was even before Man United beat Leipzig.
Yeah, it was this year. That was their 2 goals for the month.
When did Man United play Arsenal? Was it November?
Yeah, that was back in October. I think that was in October. Yeah.
October.
Wow. Boy.
Because I remember them saying that was the only goal of the month or something like that they scored.
Yeah.
Or one of the only goals that they scored in that month.
All right. I'm going to flip it now. So, obviously, for the past few weeks, we've been doing start, bench, sell, right? So, I'm going to mix it up now. And I'm going to say 3 players. And I'm going to say, you're going to have to choose them, start, bench, sell. So, obviously, we've been picking number 10s and, Ronaldinho's, Ronaldo's, and all these other superheroes with magical powers from, like, the Marvel universe. But on the footballing pitch. But I'm going to mix it up now. So, I'm going to name 3 players. Start, bench, sell. Start with Devontae because he's new.
Right, cool.
Xhaka, Jorginho, and Rodri.
Start Rodri. I don't
That's easy.
I'm going to have to sell Xhaka, but I haven't watched Jorginho play, but Xhaka's just a liability, so he's got to go. I don't know what he brings to the team. Like, I mean, it's all good. You can shout and try and rally the team, but if you get sent off, then I'm down to 10 men. You may as well just be quiet. Like,
he can shoot, though.
Start Rodri.
He can shoot.
Dude.
He's gonna get sent off like for no reason. Like.
Nah, yeah, I'd probably go. My order is probably the same, But I rate Jorginho. By the way, I don't think Jorginho's shit, but I just Rodri, where he's got like the height and the physique and that, he's more sort of my kind of holding midfielder. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
All right, so I want to ask you both a question about that. So, in terms of the reason you picked Rodri, was it his physique or was it his footballing ability? Because this is something which I've had a few discussions with people about. I'm not going to lie, I've said it on this channel before. I honestly don't know what Rodri does. Like, I saw him play Fernandinho the other week, and Fernandinho's smart, bro. He'll commit them tackles, he'll stop them counter attacks.
Yeah.
Like, Fernandinho, he's a bit dirty, but he knows he's good. But
Rodri, he took so long to get booked against United. Like.
Yeah, but Rodri, it just seems a bit, I don't know, like, I just don't get it. Honestly, I think Pep's made a mistake with that signing. I'll be honest, I think Pep's made a mistake. I don't know what he brings, to be honest. Okay, he brings height, but realistically, I doubt he's winning most of them headers anyway, if you know what I mean. He hasn't got a natural spring, it's just a bit of height. Passing, it's all right. It's nothing to write home about. Tackling, no goals.
Yeah, I don't...
it's a bit...
He doesn't stand out to me. Sometimes I forget he's even on the pitch. Like,
it's a bit...
I've seen players just skip past him as if he wasn't even there sometimes. I'm just like... But I don't watch enough City anymore to give like a true assessment. And,
the match is a bit dry.
Because they're usually just in control after time.
Yeah.
All right.
City's quite boring now.
I'm thinking for myself, what would I do? I'll be honest. We all know anyway. You can see from my background. We know Xhaka's got to go anyway, so that's not a question. That's who I start now. I'm leaning towards what you lot both said. Nothing against Jorginho.
Nothing against him at all.
I don't know, I think Rodri's a bit useless. It's a tough call for me, bro.
It's just because I haven't seen Jorginho play in a while, so...
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's a bit...
And I didn't watch him weekly before that, so it's kind of
Rodri's got a bit of the benefit of the doubt for me. I'm giving him a bit of the benefit.
Yeah, I pretty much just picked Rodri on the fact that he's the starter for City.
God, all right.
He's ever present as well in that midfield.
Yeah, but I
He's
don't...
one of the players that don't really miss a game, so...
Yeah.
That's his block.
Fernandinho
roulette.
They've got no choice, bro.
But they got Gundogan.
Yeah, but he's not really a holding, though, is he? He's more C.
Well, he's kind of holding. He's kind of.
I feel he's more C. I feel he's got a bit more attacking flair to him than he can do more going forwards.
Yeah.
I think he's more box to box.
Yeah, a bit more box to box than.
Yeah.
Rodri, bro, it's just like he's got no mobility as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he does a simple game. Like, I don't know. You see, for me, I don't. For holding midfielders, I think it's a difficult position because you're not going to really get goals and assists. Yeah, you're not really expected to either. You're just expected to be like solid, have a presence in that midfield, and be able to protect the defense. For me, I can't say Rodri hasn't done any of that. In Man City games, I haven't really seen games where I can pinpoint, Rodri's at fault there. X, Y, Z. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So for me, I think he's all right, man. I'm not going to lie. I think he's all right. Like,
the one thing I would say, though, to that is that at the end of the day, at the moment, he's been playing in a two, right? Usually. So it's usually him and Fernandinho or him and Gundogan or him and someone, right? So that kind of provides him some protection. Plus, the fact David Silva doesn't play anymore, like before, they would have gone, two wingers with Silva and De Bruyne and then just Fernandinho, right?
Yeah.
That leaves Fernandinho slightly exposed, bro, because although them De Bruyne and Thingy press, they're not really, you know what I mean, defensively minded like that.
Yeah.
So Fernandinho had that energy in it.
Yeah.
Fernandinho just run.
Fernandinho, bro. Hey, listen, people can say what they want about him, but he's been a great servant to that club, bro. He's done a lot, fam.
Definitely.
And the reason I like Fernandinho, is because you need a bit, especially I think for that role, you need to know when to commit that foul, bro. I've seen Fabinho do it as well, bro. You need to have that guy, bro.
I think Brazil's got a lock of the CD. Even Casemiro,
them guys, bro.
They know how to play dirty, innit?
You need that, bro.
They play that dirty game in that. But
yeah. All right. So yeah, people, it's that time. Part of the segment you're all waiting for and you love. It's time for that straight red. We're gonna let Devontae start because he's new and I'm still thinking about it, so we'll let Devontae go. Even though, to be honest, from my background, you can probably tell who mine is. Who mine's going to be.
Yeah, we've got similar ones. I'm going to go for the Arsenal hierarchy. Before lockdown, when we had fans, before the whole pandemic took over, the atmosphere was hostile in the stadium. Arsenal conceded a couple shots, and then you had the fans jeering and stuff. So this last year was the time for them to get it right. Get a manager in, get a new plan. It was like a reset for them. But they've gone from inconsistent to just like absolutely terrible, from bad to worse. So first, like, and then they bought players. Some of them haven't lived up to expectations.
Who has?
I don't. Tierney's been decent. Wait, when did they sign Tierney? Was it this season or last season?
No, he wasn't this season. No way. Definitely.
Oh, it was last season.
But he was injured most of last season, wasn't he?
To be fair, Gabriel's. I think he's been a decent signing.
Maybe.
But I mean, the rest of the defense are terrible on it, so it doesn't help. Like,
Distant,
you have the centre backs.
Aubameyang's been a good signing for them.
That was about 10 years ago, bro.
He's got about 20. Oh yeah, for real.
Yeah,
He scored the own goal.
the same contract. Yeah, you have the.
He scored the own goal.
I think that's his only goal at Emirates.
Sports.
Yeah, I don't know. And then they still got Ozil there, collecting wages. Like,
you know what? I'm gonna step in. I'm gonna say I'm gonna give the same straight red, but more so, I'm probably gonna give it to. I think I might have to give it to who brought Xhaka back out from the cold after he swore at the fans. Was it Emery? It wasn't, was it?
Yeah, it was Emery.
Was it
I
Emery?
think it was Emery.
Yeah, it was
I think he came back.
A year ago.
I think he came back like a few weeks after it happened. I don't think he
it
was
was
gone
Emery.
for like.
Look, I don't care. Whoever brought him back, whoever at the club said it's okay to bring him back. Like, I know there might be some commercial reasons around Ozil not being there, like as in because of they don't want to know the Chinese. But my point is, fam, if you get relegated, it ain't gonna matter who you're annoying, bruv. So you need to do something about it. That's number one. Number two, you can't be swearing at the fans, bruv, and get brought back. That's a slap in the face, to be honest. And then now he's grabbing people by the throat and pushing them down. Like, I've never understood Xhaka, man. He's so immobile and he just.
To be fair, the player made a meal of it, but at the same time, you shouldn't be doing it.
No, but the player was trying to help the situation.
Yeah, but he still made a meal of it. He shouldn't be doing it.
Nah, it was poor, fam. And he'd already been booked. That's what makes it worse. He'd already been booked.
Yeah.
And then that would have been a second yellow, but I think he turned it into a red.
Yeah,
he didn't see it. No, he got
the
booked.
ref didn't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they gave him he should have gotten a red, but I felt like it was more like, well, I can't give you a second yellow because the rules don't allow me, so you're definitely getting the red. Like, he's like, you got to be off anyway, but yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've seen the players get away with that a few, but it was like, you deserve the yellow, but I didn't see it, so I'm just going to give you the straight red. Like,
I'm sure someone else got sent off. Someone got away with something this weekend. I think what game was it? I think it was on Sunday. Someone got away with something.
Our game, someone got away with something.
Who?
When Thingy got taken out.
Go on.
Remember we could see the two penalties. Chilwell took out someone. Chilwell took out...
oh no, come on, man. Offside's offside, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not having that. I'm not having that.
Yeah, but...
No, after the Pickford on Van Dijk,
right,
it was like offside.
VAR right now is...
It's just straight red.
For me, I'm not gonna lie, man. For me, the straight red has to be Sheffield United, man. Like from where they've gone last season, on the edge of Europa to how they play in this season. I'm not gonna lie, man. They need fans badly.
You think it's just fans though, not second season syndrome?
Nah, I definitely think it's the fans. I think now you're starting to kind of see certain teams that rely on their fans. Like there's certain teams that they're not exactly playing the same as like how they usually would 2-3 seasons ago, and I think that's definitely down to like the 12th man, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah, man, they're just playing poor at the moment. Every single time, like they play a game, they don't look like scoring. Like they just look like they're gonna concede at any moment. Ramsdale's just a shocking keeper. Like
that was bad.
Like, he's a shocking keeper, and it's just like blood. I mean, I know it's maybe in Sheffield United we shouldn't expect much, but for what they done last season and from where they was at last season, it's like to see this going on. It's bad. It's really bad.
They took 4 points off us, bro.
Exactly.
And they gave Liverpool a game, and they beat Arsenal. I remember they gave Liverpool a game, bro. It was like a keeper mistake.
That cost them, innit? Henderson made a mistake, innit?
Yeah, it went for his legs.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, man. So they're my straight red at the moment. I mean, they've only got 1 point. They've only drawn one game. I can't even.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's one.
Yeah,
point.
1 point. Klopp keeps bringing it up.
That was rude.
Klopp's
Actually.
beefing Wilder at the moment.
I'm sure some teams have won more than 5 subs and they've only got 1 point. I was like, what?
He's got 3 subs, but he's only got 1 point. So
Sending shots, bro. All right.
You get what you say. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, people, that was another episode of Straight Red. Obviously, like, subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Thanks.
Hey guys, have a good one.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Silent K, one part of the Straight Red Football channel. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I'll be seeing you guys again. Peace.